Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we're going to learn how to make the acid gun in Survive in Area 51 on Roblox. So if we go ahead and we take a look here, it's a shotgun which sprays acid and has decent fire rate. The two main components here are going to be a water gun and a Reaper Scythe. The Reaper Scythe would be better if you have a group, but this should be a pretty easy kind of gun to acquire. Now let's go ahead and start by getting the water gun. This gun is all the way at the very end in the sewers. You could probably take the mine shaft and climb up the staircase, and it would probably be a little bit quicker than running all the way there, but for show purposes, just follow this path if you're new to this area and you don't know what you're doing. Now in the sewers, there's two bosses that could be in the way. I ran into one, which is the jack-o'-lantern. He could possibly be in your way, and I avoided the fight, so I'm going to cut real quick to when he's gone. And then now, once you're down here, you're going to run over to this little truss right here, climb up. It's easier if you de-equip your weapon so that you have both hands, but I guess it really doesn't matter. So now you're presented with a little water system. See those two little red dots in the background? Those are two that need to be light blue. And to turn those light blue, you need to run past these headless water things and turn these pipes. You just hold E or tap with your phone, depending on what you're playing on. Now, it can be pretty difficult sometimes because skeletons can mob you when you're there. So, I got lucky here. Someone else was here kind of taking the brunt and the heat of all these skeletons. So, I just kind of maneuvered my way through here. There was one waiting for me in there, so it kind of spooked me. Now I'm just kind of watching it, making sure nothing else is coming. So you're going to hold it. It's a pretty long kind of a turn, so if you get mobbed, it will stop you. Just heads up on that. So once you get your second check mark, you're just going to run down past here, avoid getting hit as much as possible if you don't have the health, and then you'll see two blue lights and then the water gun. And now you have it in your inventory. How about that? So back in the craftables room, we now see that the only thing we need left is the Reaper Scythe, so let's go ahead and get it. Now, just follow my path again. I'm just grabbing a quick little armor set. The first turn is right at the beginning, and it's going to be a right. There's like two things in here that could be pretty spooky. One is a very fast mob that could get you, which I will show you here once I get into the Reaper's room. Another is a red thing, which you just run past. Don't even worry about it. But once you get into this Grim Reaper battle, you see that thing that's running around? Yeah, that can be in the hallway sometimes. And that is a pain because watch how fast it is. Fast. Very, very fast. But once you're back here and you kill the Reaper, you are going to get this pad for the Reaper Scythe. You just pick that up, and now you have that in your inventory. It's a pretty good weapon to, kind of quest with and get other weapons with. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and make ourselves the acid gun, because we have the Reaper Scythe here, and we have the water gun. And when we combine those, we get the acid gun. And the acid gun's pretty cool. It's kind of like a wave. It mixes the two together. Now that I've shown you what it looks like and how to get it, let me show you how it kind of, does damage-wise against mobs and bosses. So we're in the prison, and I'm going to do most of my tests for most of the super weapons, or the craftable weapons, in the prison, just because the Brute is a very tanky mob. So you can see I'm doing a little bit of damage here. I'm kind of not doing too much, but in this fight I will have help from the freeze ray guy. But right here, you can see I take out those mobs pretty quick. It's pretty much a one-shot from a good distance. And it does a good amount of damage, I'd say. Nothing too spectacular, but it does chunk sometimes if you're really close. But other than that, I hope you have yourself a great rest of your day or night, whenever it is, and I'll see you in the next one.